Welcome, in front of me is a REALME 9, and today I'll show you how we can go through the setup process of this phone. So when you boot it up for the first time, you should be presented with this screen right over here. And all you need to do is tap on an arrow, go to the next page and find your desired language. I'll be using English, which is selected by default for me, so select next. And then we get to choose our region. On the next page, we have some legal information, so user agreement and privacy policy. The next two are optional, so you don't need to agree to them or even care for them. And if you're interested in what you're agreeing with the first two steps, you can tap on this eye icon, and this will give you the entire legal document that you can go over if you want to and just get acquainted with what you're actually agreeing to. From there, check the first two options, go to the next page, which will allow you to connect to the network. So you can connect to your Wi-Fi or skip this if you don't have one near you that you could connect to. It's not really a big deal here. If you don't insert a SIM card or SIM card for mobile network or connect to Wi-Fi, you won't have the option to log into your Google account throughout the setup process, but that can be changed later on throughout the setup, after the setup. Anyway, on the next page we have some Google services. So we have location, which is GPS tracking for the device, scanning, which allows the device to look for signals, and then send user and diagnostic data, which allows Google to spy on you. Going to the next page, the phone gives us option of what kind of navigation we want to use on our phone. So we have the buttons, which is the typical old school smartphone usage, and then we have the gesture, which has been more commonly used in recent timing. I'll stick with gestures. That is what I personally prefer, so I'm gonna go to the next page, and on the next page I can set up some kind of protection to my phone. So we have three different methods of protecting our device. We have fingerprint, password, and face recognition. Now on the password you have three options. You have PIN, pattern, or password, so you can choose one of the three. And if you're planning to use either face recognition or fingerprint, you will always be required to set up some kind of password as well. The reason for this is if something would happen to your face or your fingerprint or maybe the sensors on the phone, you have still some other way to access your phone. And obviously, if you don't want to set up anything, you can tap right here to skip it. But I'll set up a pattern. There we go. So it's now set up. Some recommended features, so auto update overnight. If you want to utilize this, you can do so. If you don't care for it, just go to the next page. I believe the phone still updates after prolonging the update. Whenever you just set later, eventually it will tell you F off and it will update it without your permission anyway, so it's not like you have a choice. Anyway, this basically concludes the setup right here, so we can select get started and we will be taken to our home screen. So there we go. If you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.